Good morning. This is the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. My name's Dave Burney.
I'm Brent Apperson. Good morning, everybody. Okay, what, you got ants in your pants or what?
I think I got a flat tire on this chair.
A flat tire?
It's not rolling very well.
Oh, yeah. That's frustrating.
That's
when you're
aggravating,
when you're
isn't
on
it?
a rolling chair and you go back to roll and yeah, I hear you.
Have you seen the ads about the glass mats that this guy bought? He liked them so well, he bought the company, and they're not this rubbery plastic. They're actually some sort of a hard-treated glass.
No, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Looks really nice.
Yeah?
Yeah. I just wondered if it would be so fast that you might end up having an accident,
Oh.
because it would roll smoother.
Oh, I see. So, okay, so the mats you're talking about are the ones that would go underneath a chair.
Right on.
Okay, a
Yeah.
floor mat. Okay, I gotcha.
Should I have said floor mat?
Well, I just didn't know. You said mat, and my crazy brain was going like a mat that a person would lay on or something, and I'm like, that doesn't sound very comfortable, laying on a sheet of glass, but
Yes.
but now I get you.
For your chair, yeah.
Yeah.
Looks really nice. I wonder how expensive they are.
I don't know.
We could Google it.
Are they like online?
I don't know. You don't have
Yeah.
to. Well, that's a fancy looking sweater you got on there, or hoodie.
Yeah, this is a Geared for Sports Crazy Days special
Wow.
that I'm wearing today.
You got lucky, man. That's
Get
good
a-
looking.
Put a plug in for Scott there
Yeah.
at Geared for Sports.
It's a Nebraska hoodie, and it's
Yep.
it's in gray colors. Look, it's really sharp.
It was one of the Veterans Day
Oh,
hoodies and sweatshirts that they put together, I think, a couple of years ago.
nice.
Yeah.
Are you Googling?
Yeah. I'll get there in a minute. Just a minute.
What are you going to
Sorry.
put in?
Well, glass floor mat, right?
Yeah, not format, because this isn't, format is what the music is on the radio station. It'd be
Not
floor
floor.
mat.
No, floor mat. Okay, I just got to get to Google.
You haven't
Hang on.
even got to Google
Oh, there
yet?
it is.
Oh,
Hang on. Okay, glass floor. Oh, look, it comes right up. Glass floor mat. All right. Oh, wow. These are showing close to $200. Now, here's one you can get for $80.
wonder how long that'd last.
I don't know. Laurel tempered glass chair mat. 36 by 46 inches.
We'd have to measure this one. Could check.
Oh, now here's one for $66.
Ooh, you might be getting into some territory there you don't want to go.
I know. So that whole phrase, you get what you paid for,
Sometimes.
kind of comes into
Often.
play,
Yeah.
doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Those do look kind of.
They're
neat.
scratch resistant.
Really?
These rubbery ones,
Yeah,
they
that's
get
what it
kind
says
of
here. Scratch resistant.
They get to looking kind of dim and not very attractive after
Mm-hmm.
a while. And the glass, you could just use glass cleaner to clean them. I think what we should do there, Brent,
Yes.
is we should contact our local stores, furniture stores.
There you go.
They might be able to get them for us.
Yeah.
And
Start local.
that
Always a
way-
good idea.
Yes. And that way, if we spent the money and paid, the taxes on those glass floor mats,
Uh-huh.
we would actually be spending money that would stay here in our community.
Yeah. Now, here's a picture. Most of these pictures are what you're talking about. You have an office chair or something on the mat so that you can roll back and forth. But here's a picture of one that has one of these mats right by the door. So when you walk in, you're stepping on the mat instead of the floor. And then, I assume, obviously, you just go and especially if they're scratch resistant, you get out the glass cleaner and clean it off, as opposed to another mat that,
You have to launder.
Yeah, that you'd have to wash.
Now, the question there then would be, how slick would that be when you walked in with your feet wet?
Yeah. Oh, good question. I have no idea. I don't know.
I mean, it's slick enough outside right now without walking into
Yeah. That's a good point.
But they probably have, we could check it out.
And I see only one of those pictures, just so you know. All the other pictures are with the chair on them, as you're describing.
Yeah.
But anyway, I just saw that and I thought, well, that's interesting.
I think those would be
right
worth
by the
looking
door.
into. They would look better, and you could clean them easier. The rubber, the plastic ones are really hard to clean. You put a cleaner on them, and it just kind of swirls around a trail. How did we get onto that anyway?
I have no idea. You saw a commercial.
Oh, and then it was because we have a flat roller on this chair.
Oh, yeah.
This chair leans to the extreme right anyway, and so does the other one in the other room.
And maybe that.
Don't go there.
Okay.
Because
maybe that's why I'm so comfortable in them. How about that?
Well said.
Okay.
Yeah. But be careful. If you lean too far to the right, you're going to fall off.
Okay. All right.
If you lean too far to the left, you're going to fall off. Get a chair that centers you in the middle
to
where you can make decent decisions and make progress on your day.
Yeah.
If you're sliding to the right or the left all the time and trying to keep from falling off, you're not getting very much done. You're just sliding to the right or left.
Yep.
Ansley today, they're featuring spaghetti at the Ansley schools.
Let's see here. Callaway today. Pigs in a blanket at Callaway. Had a pig in a blanket from Runza yesterday.
Good,
last night. Oh, those are delicious. Love pig in a blanket.
Sandhills Dunning schools, they're having chicken bacon wraps and baked beans.
Let's see. Anselmo Myrna today. Some of their choices include made fresh chicken ranch pasta with breadstick, corn dog, and fresh baked ham and cheese sub. When was the last time you ever had a corn dog?
Oh, boy. I've never been a big corn dog person.
Haven't you?
I bet you it's been years and years.
Yeah.
You'll find them at ball games and things like that. You can buy them frozen, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Do you have some? Well, you have grandkids, so.
Yeah, they like corn dogs.
Yeah.
I haven't had one in a long time, but that sounds good.
I always kind of wonder what they're made of. The actual dog part of it, and then the coating.
No, you don't. Now, when you buy a package of hot dogs, you don't read what's in it.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
Don't do that.
A lot of parts
just
in
enjoy it.
Broken Bow Middle and High School today.
Well, we're getting off on all kinds of interesting topics today.
Yeah.
Eek.
Fresh made chicken ranch pasta with breadsticks, fresh baked ham and cheese subs, cottage cheese and fruit platter. Man, that sounds good. Grilled station will feature the combo cheeseburger basket. All that along with vegetables, fruit, dessert, and milk at Broken Bow Middle School, High School.
At Thetford today, goulash corn on the menu at Thetford Public School.
Boy, Joan made a batch of goulash yesterday. And I have to, after you have the first big plate full of goulash, you want to wait a little while before you
let it settle.
Yeah, and see how much room you really have left after you do that.
Yeah.
Because if you sit there long enough, you're going to realize I really have had enough. Because there's a big pile, put a little pepper on it. Oh,
yeah,
baby.
That does sound good.
Yeah. Joan makes good goulash. No, don't go there, Dave. A January menu for the Prairie Pioneer Center on this 12th day features roast beef, mashed potatoes, California blend veggies, and apricots.
All right, and I have one more school lunch menu. This is for Litchfield, and on their lunch menu today it shows spaghetti at Litchfield.
Litchfield spaghetti. Okay. Birthdays today. Got a few locals here. Jeff Varney.
All right, Jeff, happy birthday. Does it show how old he is?
Yeah.
I'd like to know.
Yeah. Yeah, he's already broke the barrier of half a century.
Aha.
So this will be add one.
Oh, wow. Okay. I kind of thought Jeff and I were like about the same age.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's celebrating a birthday today. Charlie Harris is celebrating a birthday today. Doesn't say how old Charles is today. And Gail Anderson Mears is celebrating her birthday today. She happens to be a good friend from the high school days. She graduated the class of 71. And Gail has been communicating with Joan on the phone, and she's not real happy about this particular birthday, so I'm not going to spend too much time on that part of it.
Okay.
But you folks have been around a long time. You might remember the Anderson family lived just off Memorial Drive. So happy birthday, Gail. If you happen to be listening, I think sometimes she does. A sad day for people who follow music, especially rock music. Jeff Beck passed away at the age of 78.
Well, I didn't hear that.
Yeah. Regarded as one of the greatest guitarists of all time. Died at the age of 78. According to his family, he died after contracting bacterial meningitis. He got that just before the holidays or during the holidays and never recovered. Of course, he began his career with the Yardbirds, replacing Eric Clapton. And then he created the Jeff Beck Group. The Rolling Stones wanted him to come and play with them, and he decided not to. He liked his own path. Nobody sounded like Jeff Beck. That's what people like Eric Clapton and others, Kiss's Gene Simmons, and the Rolling Stone magazine writers say no one played like he did. And he just had a good spirit about him. And he brought in a lot of young musicians to play with him. On one of my favorites, he was on a piece a few years ago where he incorporated a young lady who was a bass player, and she was fantastic, kind of a jazz rock and bass player. And that's what Jeff Beck really was. He wasn't just a rock player. He played kind of a mix of jazz and blues and rock. But very sudden loss. Jeff Beck died at the age of 78. Yeah. And he'll be missed. He really was one of those guys, if you followed Jeff Beck, he was one of those guys that could get interested in other things besides music, and he loved exotic hot cars. So he spent quite a bit of time on that as well. But when he played, man, it was great. And we've lost him. Birthdays, comparing with the local ones, Howard Stern.
Okay. How old is Howard?
He's 69. He's my age.
Oh, wow.
Yep. Shock jock, king of the radio media, and then he decided he would go into satellite radio, and it's been very successful for him. He's gotten better, I think, getting away from the shock and having quality guests on his show. I think it's better than just the shock part used to be his focus. He recently had Bruce Springsteen on, and I happened to watch that video of him interviewing Springsteen, and he's had Christy McVie and, other music artists and other important people in other walks of life. I think he's gotten better. I really couldn't stand to listen to his show when it was just bringing in, Playboy bunnies and there wasn't a lot of substance to it. But anyway, he's 69 today. Rob Zombie, or actually his name is Robert Cummings, is 58, a founder of the heavy metal band White Zombie, but also director of the classic horror movie Halloween. Didn't know that. Rachel Harris is 55, the actress who played Lucifer's therapist, Linda, also known for playing Mom in The Diary of a Wimpy Kid. Did you watch that?
I don't think I've seen any of those movies.
I don't think I have either.
No.
Melanie C., 49 today, member of the popular UK group The Spice Girls.
Oh, okay.
Latest news story, of course, the political ones would be finding classified materials in President Biden's offices. So now we have a story there which will unfold, and we'll find out more about that, as time goes along. The other one that probably is more affecting more people immediately would be the recent failure of our flight services to take a trip on an airplane.
Yeah.
And yesterday was a bad one. They had a big meltdown. They had a corrupted file. Now, this is kind of scary, isn't it? The whole, there was thousands of flights canceled yesterday because they couldn't put planes up safely.
Yeah. This had nothing to do with weather or something like this. Was technical.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Corrupted file that caused Wednesday's morning air traffic meltdown that grounded all domestic takeoffs. 11,000 flights were canceled or delayed. The FAA's computer system is online now, but airports say they expect more long lines and late flights trying to catch up. But that is a little concerning if you think about everything running on a little microchip in a software program that's sending people up in the air and,
Yeah.
I guess I don't have to say anything more there.
No, I don't think so.
So today you're going to have more chances to sing along with Brandon Blake, to give yourself a chance to get registered for 2 tickets to Blake Shelton's concert in February on the 16th. And at the very least, if you get qualified, you'll be able to come and have breakfast with us during the breakfast show at the Tumbleweed on February 1st, because all the folks who qualify will be invited for breakfast, and then we'll have a drawing. And this is pretty cool. Jeremy was telling me yesterday, he's ordered guitar picks.
Mm-hmm.
And there'll be one gold guitar pick amongst the 40-some guitar picks that will be in the drawing. Whoever draws the gold pick will win the tickets and the $250 to spend as they go to the concert in Lincoln for Blake Shelton on February 16th.
Think about this. The first person who picks draws the gold one.
Oh, well, it's possible.
It is
It's a
possible.
1 in 40-some chance.
Yeah, but man, it just think about that. If the first person to draws it, I don't know where I would want to be in the pecking order of drawing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, you'd kind of like to be the first one.
Oh, yeah,
right?
definitely.
Because you're like, okay, well, I get to choose before anybody else. Here's my chance. But yet at the same time, your odds improve if you're further back. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Well, as you go, yes.
Yeah.
So if there's only 10 picks left,
Yeah.
then you're really getting nervous. Then you're getting jacked up.
Well, yeah. Then you're like, oh no, I drew I'm picking. My number says I picked 35th, and you're probably thinking, oh man, there's no. But if no one's won yet,
Oh, it's
you would really start to get excited. And I just say all of that because what a fun, exciting morning it'll be.
oh, it'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
That brings back memories of when we gave a car away at Nebraska State Bank,
Yeah.
and when it was a Chrysler, one of those little, I can't remember the name of it, cute little car, and we was going along, and it was which key would start it, which we've done before. So when we've given cars away, there's one key that will start the.
Yes.
Well, it gets more complicated the newer the cars get, because you don't have a good old-fashioned key to,
Right.
put in. And it was one of those situations, like you say, we had a whole line of people.
Uh-huh.
The car was sitting there, and we started having people get in and try to start it.
Uh-huh.
And nobody was starting it. And we were getting down to, like, just a few keys left. And
You're getting nervous hoping that one of the keys will start it, aren't you?
And
Yeah.
Mr. Parliament, who was at the bank at the time, looks at me and says, Dave, are you sure there's nothing? I said, gosh, I hope so. and it did. We had a winner. And we gave that to Classic Pickup away for our KBBN's anniversary a few years ago at Gateway Motors. And it was kind of that way. We got over halfway through before it started. But the one at the bank, I remember, I was getting nervous too.
Yeah.
And I know Thomas McCaslin will laugh about it now. In fact, he was very good about it then. But we had this great idea. We're going to give away a car, a Cruise, at Gateway Motors. And we had this really cool idea that we would have a safe, and everybody would have a combination, draw a card, and whoever had the right combination would open the safe, and the keys of the car would be in the safe, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds cool.
Yeah, so we bought this little safe and had it all set up, ready to go, and we knew which the combination was, and we made all kinds of different combinations, and one card had the right combination. And we didn't know there was a timer on it. So when you didn't have the right combination, then it wouldn't take.
It just locked you out completely.
It locked it out completely. And it took like about 10 minutes or longer to
have it reset.
And Colleen Sterner was working for us then, and we thought, oh man, maybe the batteries are dead. So she came out and got some batteries, and everybody's standing around.
Yeah.
And we were kind of under a crunch because we had a playoff game of some kind that we were going to go to when we got done with the drawing. It was on a Saturday.
Okay.
Oh man, that was high wire tension, and Thomas was really good about it. And we figured out a way. Well, we can do this. We can put the. We can have the card. We know that what the combination is,
right,
that will open the safe. So we put all the numbers in a bucket, and everybody drew one, and then we called out the combination, and the lucky person that had that combination on the card won the car.
Won the prize.
But this was all done on the fly.
Yeah.
You know, that was. Every time I see Thomas, I said, you know, that you were really good about that, but that was nerve-wracking.
I bet it was.
Yeah. Well, we didn't know it had a timeouts on it, and it wouldn't let any combination in for about 10 minutes. Well, the show would have lasted for hours.
Yeah.
You know, so we sped things up with an actual drawing. And as I remember, you know, Bob Bowles wasn't able to be at that one. That's one time I really missed Bob because he could have filled, you know.
Yes, just give Bob the microphone. And he could have filled time.
And normally I could do that if I wasn't so freaking out.
I was going to say, you were worried about the safe and the contest.
Boy, that brings back shudders to me yet to this day.
Yeah. I don't foresee anything like that with just picking guitar picks.
Guitar picks should be simple.
This will work great.
One gold pick.
Yeah.
So let's play the game.
Okay, let's do.
And we have got guests today, but we have a pretty open schedule on this Thursday, so we're going to give you 3 chances to call in and sing with Blake and Brent.
All right.
Chances to register to win those tickets. But this is the game. Oh, by the way, I would like to throw in a very special prize with our trivia game.
Oh, you're going to add to the prize pack today?
Yes.
All right.
What are you giving away? A Subway?
Yeah, certificate for a 6-inch Subway, as Subway will be our guest later in the show.
All right, Brent. We're going to add, off and on over the coming days, a chance for people not only to win the food prize, but a collector's item.
Ooh, collector's item.
Yes.
Okay.
A Yellow Snow T-shirt.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Man.
Rock group from many years ago, a local rock group, probably existed 6 months to a year, but they were really going strong, and so they had a large number of T-shirts made.
Yeah.
And I discovered them when I was cleaning the basement the other day. I have 2 sacks of Yellow Snow T-shirts. So if you win today, you also win a Yellow Snow T-shirt.
Cool. See what happens, folks, when Dave cleans out his closet? You get a chance to win prizes like that.
Yes, and by the way, they had been in the bags for a long time, so my lovely wife washed all the T-shirts.
Oh, nice.
So they're freshly washed.
Okay. All right.
And
Sounds
the phone
good.
is ringing already. I know somebody out there who wants that Yellow Snow T-shirt.
Okay. Is it line 2?
Yes.
Well, you just want to answer it, and I'll ask them the question,
Sure,
see if they
why
know.
not? Let's do that.
We'll just put them on the spot. Hopefully they're calling for that.
Yeah, it might be something else.
Yeah, I guess we'll find out.
It's live radio.
Yeah,
Kind of like that safe deal. You never know.
you never know.
Good morning. You're on the air. Who are we talking to?
Oh, this is Sandy.
Sandy.
How are you?
Hi. Well, I'm just great if I get rid of the ice.
Yeah,
Oh,
no
man.
kidding.
Yeah.
Man, oh, man. So Brent has a question for you for a Subway prize and your chance to win a collector's Yellow Snow T-shirt.
Okay, Sandy, here's your question. Now, January 15th is National Hat Day. So we're asking questions about the huge variety of hats that have been worn throughout history. This one has to do with First Lady Jacqueline Kennedy. She was known for wearing which of the following styles of hat? Was it a beret, pillbox, wimple, or skimmer? What do you think?
Skimmer?
No.
Oh,
No.
darn it.
No.
Okay.
No. I'm sorry, Sandy. Do we give Sandy another chance? You're the owner operator. You're the one that has to make these decisions.
Well, I'm also part Jack Benny.
Oh boy.
No, give her another chance.
Okay.
I never get it anyway, probably.
Okay, Sandy. So here we go. It's not a skimmer. It's a beret or a pillbox. And that's a beret or a pillbox or wimple. What do you think?
Let's go with pillbox.
Yay! Way to go, Sandy. Hey, we appreciate you listening. Thanks for calling in. We got your name on a certificate for a free 6-inch sub, and Dave's going to give you a collector's Yellow Snow T-shirt.
Well, thanks very much, guys.
You bet.
Thank
Take
you.
care.
Have a good day and stay safe.
Thank you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, dogs and cats, we are going to move along here. Be sure and stay with us. It's going to be a fun morning. Coming up next, we have Christy's younger sister with the report from Dave Davis Farmers National.
The Get Up and Go Breakfast Show.
It's the best start to my day.
Good morning, everyone. This is Jim and Kathy Eberly reporting for Dave Davis Auction Service and Farmers National Company. I'm going to tell you about a couple of our listings at Farmers National, and then Jim is going to tell you about an upcoming auction with Dave Davis Auction Service. The first one is 452 22nd Avenue. It's an awesome location. It's a ranch-style home within 1/2 mile from city limits, sitting on 1.7 acres. The living room and the dining room have large picture windows for lots of sunshine. There are informal and formal dining. The family room off of the kitchen has exposed beams and a fireplace. Main floor has an office, 4 bedrooms, and 2.5 bathrooms. Master bedroom has a master bathroom and walk-in cedar closet. Main floor laundry room has a sink and extra storage. Lower level has large family room, 5th bedroom, and lots of storage. Attached 2-car garage and underground sprinklers. Open front shed has 2 stall areas and a tack room. Shingles are new in 2018. Lots of room in this brick ranch-style home located at 452 22nd Avenue. And then at 153 South F Street, this is a 2-story that sits on a large lot with mature trees, has lots to offer, nice-sized living room with a fireplace, formal dining space, kitchen has space for a breakfast nook, 3/4 bath off of the kitchen. Upstairs has 3 bedrooms, full bathroom, and a sunroom. Lower level has a utility room, family room, and lots of storage. Lots of original hardwood floors. All-electric home with a heat pump, around 5 years old, mostly pillow windows throughout. Detached garage has home office, workshop area, and a tandem garage for 2 vehicles with alley access and openings on both ends. That is located at 153 South F Street. Now, Jim is going to talk to you about an upcoming auction.
Yes, folks, we've got a large auction coming up for Joe and Deb Grandsinger, a retirement auction up there to Myrna. It's 3 miles northwest of Myrna on Highway 2 to Dale Valley Road. Then it's 1.25 miles west to the auction site. This auction will be February 11th, 2023, of course, 9 o'clock. A lot of items, folks, a lot of good, clean items. There's probably 8 or 10 tractors, John Deere 8520, a John Deere 8530. There's another 4955 John Deere tractor, a 4840 tractor. Also Vermeer rakes, 2 John Deere balers, a 569 and a 567 both. A couple semi trucks with 2 Timpte grain trailers. There's a Honda 4-wheeler, Beal tanker trailer, all kinds of equipment, folks. Again, that is February 11th, 2023. Again, tons and tons of items on that deal. That's Joe and Deb Gransinger's retirement auction. There'll probably be also 4 or 5 trailers of small items, along with 1 trailer of antique items. There's an old Coca-Cola machine, some Red Wing Crocs, one of them a 30-gallon, one's a 20-gallon. There's a 5-gallon shoulder jug. Tons and tons of stuff, guys. Anyway, mark your calendar, February 11th, 2023, up at Joe and Deb Gransinger's retirement auction, northwest of Myrna on Dale Valley Road. Also, April 1st is when we're going to have our biannual consignment auction out at the fairgrounds. April 1st, again, out at the fairgrounds. That auction will start at 9 o'clock. If you have consignments that you want to put on there, certainly don't be afraid to call at this time. It's always good to get them on the ad so that we can do proper advertising for you. Again, that's April 1st out at the consignment auction at the fairgrounds. And I think that'll do it for this weekend. Thanks for listening, and we'll talk to you again next week. We'll get you a little more information on this auction of Joe and Deb Gransinger's. We'll have the flyers and stuff out probably within the next week. But anyway, keep that on mind, and we'll let you go for this week. Thank you for listening.
You are listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI, KBBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News special report. Inflation easing or not? The Labor Department's just released its report for December. Year over year, all items on the Consumer Price Index were up 6.5%. That is a decrease from 7.1% in November. Among the biggest contributors to that decrease in the increase, gasoline. Nick Poulos owns a bakery in North Carolina. He says skyrocketing egg prices hurt.
They doubled and they tripled and they quadrupled as of the last couple of months ago. We raised our prices ahead of it and one other time, and we're not going to raise them again. We're going to wait. We'll just have to take some of the hit.
Prices minus food and energy rose 0.3% in December compared to 0.2% the month before. The annual inflation rate has been declining after hitting a 4-decade high last June. CBS News special report. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
In Nebraska news, a former news director at radio station KRVN in Lexington is in critical condition after a Tuesday accident near Bertrand. Phelps County Sheriff's deputies were called to the scene just before noon Tuesday, 1 mile east of Bertrand. In a press release, the sheriff's office said a pickup driven by Frank Snyder had stopped at the intersection of Highway 23 and A Road. Then the pickup pulled out to cross Highway 23 and was hit by an eastbound semi-tractor with trailer driven by a Cozad man. The Bertrand Emergency Unit took Snyder to the Phelps Memorial Hospital in Holdridge. He was later transferred by air care helicopter to CHI Health Good Samaritan in Kearney, where he is listed in critical condition as of Wednesday afternoon. The driver of the semi was not injured. Snyder was former news and sports director at KRVN, according to the current news director, Dave Schroeder. That's Nebraska News.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Eddie Garcia.
News from the NFL, where Baltimore Ravens quarterback Lamar Jackson has not played in weeks due to a knee injury. It was hoped he'd be able to come back in time for the playoffs, but he hasn't practiced all week, putting his status for Sunday's game in Cincinnati in doubt. Backup quarterback Tyler Huntley is dealing with tendonitis in his throwing shoulder, but he should be okay to go if Jackson can't play. Miami Dolphins quarterback Tua Tagovailoa has been ruled out of Sunday's playoff game in Buffalo, as he has not cleared the concussion protocol set down by the league. Rookie Skylar Thompson expected to start because second stringer Teddy Bridgewater is recovering from a finger injury. Arizona Cardinals and Houston Texans have received permission from the New Orleans Saints to speak with their former head coach Sean Payton about their coaching vacancies. Top 25 college basketball, number 1 Houston, a winner over South Florida 83-77. The lone upset of the 10 ranked teams in action was number 20 Missouri losing to Texas A&M 82-64. Wins for number 4 Alabama, number 25 Marquette, and number 10 Texas.
Here's your weatherology forecast. For today, some patchy fog possible early on. Otherwise, we'll have mostly cloudy skies with high temperatures in the lower 30s. Winds breezy from the north and northwest. Then for tonight, mostly cloudy, a low of 16 degrees. For Friday, approaching that 40-degree mark, at least some partial sunshine making a return, and milder for your weekend, Saturday and Sunday in the middle 40s. From the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Michael Caro.
Ag producers know that
A
healthy
new
soil
year.
is the
Same
foundation
great
for
service and
profitable,
products at
productive, and
Barney Huff Mart in
environmentally sound
Broken Bow.
agricultural systems. Learn more about grazing strategies at AeroSeed's annual Soil Health Conference Wednesday, February 15th in Broken Bow, Nebraska, featuring Steve and Amber Kenyon from Greener Pastures Ranching. Seating is limited for this free conference, so pre-registration by February 8th is required. To learn more and to register online, visit aeroseed.com or call AeroSeed in Broken Bow by February 8th. There are many good reasons to pre-select your family memorial. During the months of January and February, Palmer Monument Company is giving you one more good reason: their annual winter sale. Come and see them today with the coupon from the newspaper and receive additional savings off their already reduced prices.
Hi, this is Chris Smith with the Palmer Monument Company. It's our goal to assist you in selecting the memorial that best fits your family needs. And with our sale, we'll save you money too.
During the annual winter sale at Palmer Monument Company in Lexington and Broken Bow.
8:07 is your time. It's 26 degrees outside here in central Custer County under a cloudy sky. Winds are a factor this morning out of the northwest, 10, 15, sometimes 20 miles per hour. Barometric pressure is rising at 30.31, humidity at 94%. High yesterday was 35, overnight low of 25. Sunrise this morning was at 8:04, sunset at 5:29, sunrise tomorrow morning at 8:03, 93 hundredths precipitation measured so far this month. As we are looking at the schedule today, I know Brent Apperson has sports on his mind.
Yeah, I guess I do. Later tonight, we'll be covering wrestling and basketball for you tonight on our radio stations. I and Mr. Crawley will be traveling to Gothenburg for you tonight. We're going to cover Broken Bow Wrestling as they'll have their annual triangular with Gothenburg and Valentine. We'll do both Broken Bow duels on the air for you. Now, the first duel of the day will feature Valentine and Gothenburg, and then Broken Bow will wrestle Valentine following that, and that's when our coverage will start. We'll do the wrestling for you on KCNI 96.3 FM and KCNI1280.com. We anticipate things starting somewhere in that 6 to 6:30 range for our coverage tonight. So, and then on KBBN 95.3 FM, we'll have live coverage of high school basketball. Great area matchup as Sandhills Thetford hosts Anselmo Myrna in boys and girls basketball. The boys varsity game is actually going to tip off first for our coverage tonight at 6 o'clock, and then the girls game will follow, and we'll have coverage of both for you tonight on KBBN 95.3 FM.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Let's just take a moment and get a sample of Jeff Beck. Now, Jeff Beck just recently, in the last year or two, has been working with kind of I think, an unusual pairing, Johnny Depp.
Mm-hmm.
And they put out an album together. A lot of it came out during the early COVID pandemic period. Jeff Beck's worked with lots of different people. He liked playing with lots of different folks and adding his guitar work to their vocals and so forth. And so this is one they covered. It's, of course, a John Lennon creation called Isolation. Jeff Beck and Johnny Depp together on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show.
Ah.
8:14, Jeff Beck and Johnny Depp together, and Brent was just mentioning off the air, we could go through and find a lot of Jeff Beck collaborating with a lot of different people, but his guitar always spoke very, very broadly when he played with somebody. It was a great combination of whoever he worked with. Nobody sounds like that. He was able to work with the likes of Jimi Hendrix and Clapton and all those other guitar players. He is rated, I believe, number 5 of all times as far as guitar players go. Lost him to a weird situation over the holidays. So 78 years old. All right, it is time to take a break. When we come back...
Yes, Dave?
It's probably time for our first sing-along with Brendan Blake contest.
Oh, okay.
Now, I will say the people have been great sports, and don't worry about how it sounds because it doesn't matter. It's only 10 seconds.
Yeah.
And the other thing, we forget about digital phones. Hardly anybody has a landline anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And between us sending the signal out and back and so forth, the person who sings, it's a little bit of a delay there.
Just a tiny one, yeah.
Because
about 2 seconds.
Yeah. And that's the digital format for you. Good old analog's hard to beat sometimes. But if you have a landline, you won't have the delay. But most folks don't even have one in their home anymore. So call in. Don't worry about what it sounds like. We'll just have fun together.
Yeah.
And give you a chance to win those tickets.
There you go.
And breakfast at the Tumbleweed right after these words.
You know, it's true. Difficult times have a way of focusing us. We have to think about what matters most when it comes to our spending, our health care. No doubt. This is why so many people are joining Medi-Share right now. Medi-Share is a trusted way to save up to 50% on your monthly health care costs. More than 400,000 people have already made the switch. It's pretty obvious why, too, especially now during this challenging season with health care costs and out-of-pocket expenses going up. Medi-Share can save you a lot of money. The typical family saves $500 a month. And Medi-Share is a Christian healthcare sharing ministry that's worked beautifully for 29 years. There are different options to choose from to fit your budget. I'll give you the number here in a second, and if you call, you can get a price within 2 minutes. Maybe now is the perfect time to make the switch and start saving. Here you go. Call 866-88-BIBLE. That's 866-88-BIBLE. 866-88-BIBLE.
Make us part of your morning routine.
Just really great music, and you guys are fun and active and lively and just a good station.
Central Nebraska wakes up with Dave and Brent on The Breakfast Show.
It's 8:17. Our guests are coming into the studio. I'm very excited about that. But we also have already promoted we're going to play the game. Now, are you ready? Because we're going to do the intro and everything, you know.
Actually, the question is, are you ready? Because quite frankly, when we do this, you have more to do than I do. You have to get everything set up on the board.
Yeah,
so are you ready?
I'm ready. I just don't know which commercials to play.
Oh, well, you should have a sheet over there.
Let me look at the sheet.
Okay. And then just play. This is the first time. So go to the date.
The date. This is the 12th.
Yep. And so for this one, you'll play the first ad listed there.
That would be rotator number 11362, the grocery cart.
Yes. So the grocery cart is who you'll play for this particular registration.
On the 12th day of January 2023.
That's today. Yes. Yep.
At 8:18, almost 8:19.
Correct. Yes. Uh-huh.
Okay.
And now Kristen's put what? She says she has one on the line.
A singer on the line already?
Yeah, I guess.
Wow. Okay. How you guys doing? Let me. Good. You guys want to sing along too?
Oh, Steph will. Sure.
Oh, I guess I will.
Okay. All right.
Well, how about we just let Steph do it?
How about we don't?
We can all do it together. Although I won't sing.
Okay.
So I have to I want to do everything right on this 12th day of January.
Yes.
So here we go.
42 finalists will be invited to the Tumbleweed Cafe for a breakfast and live breakfast show. Will one of them be you? Now's the time to find out.
And we have a caller on the line. This time around, it's all brought to you by Rotator 11362, which is the grocery cart.
Yeah.
All right. We're going to find out who we have on the phone line here this morning. Good morning. Who are we talking to?
Well, this is Sandy, but I got the worst voice in town.
Oh, Sandy,
Oh
don't
no,
you worry
Sandy,
about it.
you'll be great. If you're singing with me, we'll sound great together.
Yeah, you just sing a little louder, will you?
Okay. I'll do what I can.
And we also have guests in the studio, Clang Financial, Stephanie, James are here. Stephanie is quite a good singer in her own right.
Oh, great.
Well, James is in a band.
Yeah.
Right?
Great.
I hid behind the drums, so
Oh,
I don't
okay.
count.
All right.
Drummers are a lot like bass players. They can't sing.
Oh. Oh,
Just
I don't
kidding.
know about that.
Just kidding. All right, Sandy. All right, what song would you like to sing along to? Would you like to sing along to Neon Light, Sangria, or Come Back as a Country Boy?
How about Come Back as a Country Boy?
Okay.
All right.
Now we're going to play it for you real quick so we can, kind of rehearse. So,
Alrighty.
So here we go. Here, take a listen.
So when I die, I want to come back as a country boy. No, there ain't no better life if you ask me.
There.
There you go.
Okay.
All right. So I'll give you a 3, 2, 1, and then you can all sing together. Okay.
Alrighty.
All right. Here we go.
So when
I die, I want to come back as a country boy. No, there ain't no better life if you ask me.
Oh, goodness.
Thank
She's
you,
good.
Sandy. You're good.
I was going to say
You're
you
good.
did great, Sandy.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. Now, what I need you to do, because I should have did it before, but I was working on rotator number 11362, the grocery cart. I want to play that, and while I do that, I want to get your phone number, okay?
Okay.
All right. So stay with me.
Alrighty.
All right.
It might be a new year, but the great prices aren't going anywhere at the grocery cart. 8-pound average Hormel boneless center cut pork loins are $2.28 a pound, and Grocery Cart's homemade pork sausage is $3.68 a pound. Bailey's smoked sliced bacon packages are $4.98. For a healthy snack, Chobani Greek yogurts are 5 for $5. For these cold winter days, Campbell's Chunky and Homestyle soups are $1.98 and earn 300 rewards points when you buy Mr. Dell's hash browns for $2.98. Grocery Cart, East Highway 2, Broken Bow.
8:23, and Sandy is now registered, and she'll be able to come have breakfast with us on February 1st at the Tumbleweed. There'll be a guitar pick for each qualifier, and they'll all go into a container, and the one who picks out the golden pick will get to go to Blake Shelton on the floor 2 rows back.
Wow.
Yeah. And $250 spending money.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah.
You'll probably get to you'll be so close that you'll be able to see him sweat right there on stage.
Well, it'll probably spray on you.
Probably.
It's impressive.
Yeah.
Hey, is this golden pick actually a gold pick?
I think
just colored.
I think Jeremy
Probably
has.
colored.
He's going to spray paint it.
You know, we do have a budget here.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
However, if there was a golden pick, what do you think that would cost?
Oh, well, those are probably 10 grams or something.
Yeah.
So, we're looking at a few $100s.
You know, if you win these tickets, I think Blake is one of those guys that during the concert keeps throwing his pick out into the audience.
might get
You
us-
might even catch Blake Shelton's guitar pick.
Wow.
If you win these tickets, you'll be so close.
So you could get a sweaty Blake Shelton guitar pick.
You might.
My goodness. So how are you guys doing? How's Clang Financial in downtown Broken Bow doing?
Doing well. Don't you
We
think?
are.
Yeah.
Yep. We are.
Yeah, things are rocking and rolling.
Good.
We're still there and moving along.
What happens after the holidays? What do you refocus on? This is January 12th already, 2023. I know a lot of us this time of year we say, I'm going to change and do something better. Does that apply to financial planning?
Well, absolutely. We were just talking about this earlier. What do a lot of people resolve to do in the new year? Save more, get out of debt, those types of things. Well, we can help with both, and we have. But there's a lot of people out there that are struggling with debt, don't know how to get out of it, and we offer that as a service in our office. So if you want some ideas or some tools to help you with that, come on in.
All right.
We'll be able to help you and give you some ideas on how you can reduce that. Then at the same time, if you want to reduce your debt, you probably want to save as well. I think it's a good idea to do both at the same time if you can. And so we'll give you some ideas on how to save as well.
All right. And Stephanie, what about on the insurance side, health insurance and so forth? Are you over the hump on all of that with deadlines and so forth?
Yes and no. So we still have an open enrollment for Advantage plans. So if you want to change those, you have January through the end of March to change those. Those that are in an Advantage plan for the first time, they have 12 months to do whatever they want in that 12-month period. So you try it out, you don't like it, or it wasn't what you thought it was. You can always move back to your original plan, which is nice. And then you have those that are on the marketplace or looking at healthcare.gov for insurance, which are typically under the age of 65. Those people have until the 15th to sign up, and it's still open enrollment. So there's still time for that. But I wanted to touch on what you had said with New Year's resolutions, if you don't mind.
No, go ahead.
Because I have a bit of an addiction with looking. I know this is probably not the time or place, but James, it's going to come out.
Oh, no.
No.
I know.
This is unrehearsed.
This is a surprise.
We even talked about this.
Even I'm getting nervous.
I'm surprised.
I'm sweating a little bit as well. My palms are a bit balmy. But I do scroll through the marketplace for Facebook a lot, and I enjoy it. I'm like, what are people selling, and what is out there that's kind of maybe something we could use or whatever. But I did see one post that I thought was really encouraging to me, especially for New Year's resolutions. And it was a picture of an elliptical machine with a bunch of clothes hanging on it, and it was dusty, like it hadn't been used for a long time. And she's like, I'm just going to be honest with myself this year. I haven't used this for 3 years. I'm not going to use it. So I'm going to go ahead and sell it. So I think with a New Year's resolution, it was encouraging to me, like, let's just be honest with ourselves about what we are willing to do and what we're not willing to do. And it's the same way when you save for your financial life. You need to be honest with yourself on, what do I really need to do to get to the place where I want to be to hit retirement, whatever those goals are, and then to be able to save appropriately so you can meet that, because some people don't even know.
Right.
I don't even know when they can retire. And so I think it's neat that James offers that service, that you can come in, you can talk to him, what do they consider, good debt? What do they consider maybe not so good debt? And budgeting is, for me, it's like, gosh, do I really need to spend my money in this area, or can I back out a little bit and pay something else off so I can start planning for all the fun things that these people are doing retired? Because we have people coming in retirement, I'm like, man, I can't wait till I can do that. I'm like, oh, that sounds so much fun, you guys. And so that's kind of the exciting thing that we get to see that maybe you don't get to see every day, but all the fun things that they've saved for and they planned for, and now it's come to fruition, and now they can go do it. So there are some things that we do that people don't realize, and budgeting is one of them. It doesn't cost you anything to come in and do that with James, and he does a good job at it. He keeps me in line with my budgeting and spending.
Yeah. Talk about a hard task.
Oh, that's a tough one, yeah.
And I know it's not really with me, because I buy everything like secondhand, and I do because I don't know. That's the way
If it's
I'm
not on
built.
sale, she doesn't buy it.
I know.
That's all right.
Don't pay full price for anything.
Yeah, but giving is something that I think is important too. And then if you're budgeting enough that you now can turn around and help someone else, I really feel that we're blessed to be in a place to do that now too. And so that's a blessing back to you to be able to be in that position where you're not just crunching every single paycheck. So if we can help that way, just realize that it's not all about us and selling insurance or getting you a health plan or investing a bunch of money. It really is the whole picture when you come in, and that's where we want to help.
Is it fair to say that Klang Financial understands that money doesn't make you happy?
It doesn't. I mean,
that is true.
And honestly, even when you come in, there are all different kinds of situations, and all different ways to enjoy retirement, whatever that looks like. And it's different for everybody. And some people have a little less in retirement, but they're still enjoying it because they do it a little bit differently than someone else. So we plan based on, hey, what would you like to do realistically? What can you do? But at least know, like, don't go in blind. At least have some sort of plan of, man, I do have to work a couple more years, or, geesh, I didn't realize that I didn't save and do this, or I could cut this out of my budget.
Yeah, and that goes back to you saying, just be honest with yourself and
Right.
own it, and you are where you are, and what can you do moving forward?
Brett, this is funny because Brett and I were having a little short conversation earlier off the air about this very thing. And one of the things that is a little scary right now is the inflation factor that we're looking at. And then you have to think, well, 20 years from now, when I get to retire, how's inflation figure into this? How much am I really going to need as compared to what I need now, right?
True, yeah. Inflation does have an impact on your dollar. And right now it's hurting a little more than usual. It'll eventually flatten off and level itself out. However, gosh, you got to plan for that. And so we do have some good tools at our disposal that can help you calculate what you're comfortably living on today and what inflation does to that, and what you'll need in the future. And we can incorporate that into it.
And I'm curious, because it's a little bit of a crystal ball thing, I would think, because we don't know what it's going to be 20 years from now, because until recently, inflation was not really a big factor. So, that roller coaster, but you don't know what point that roller coaster is going to be when you retire, right?
You don't. So part of our planning, that's a good point you bring up, and we don't know where taxation is going to be. We don't know where the market's going to be, where the economy is going to be 20 years from now. So our planning really revolves around all contingencies. So do you have areas in your portfolio that are taxable in case there is a low tax atmosphere later on? Do you have areas in your portfolio that are tax-free? So if taxes are way high in the future, you can pull from your tax-free accounts. So we plan for those things to get a well-rounded portfolio. We have those conversations. 95% of the people have 95% of their portfolio in taxed dollars. And so we help transition that money into some tax-free avenues, because when I ask them, how much of your retirement dollars would you like to have tax-free, what do you think their response is?
Well,
duh.
All of it.
All of it. I was just going to say.
Right.
Well, I would prefer all of it.
That would be the goal.
Who wouldn't?
Yeah.
But what are they doing to get there? A lot of people don't know. They don't have anything set up. They don't know how to get there. So, again, we educate people on what's available. And really, that's most of what we do. And we give them the ball and let them run with it.
And not to dive into the weeds too far here, but I know you've mentioned before when you've been on the air with us, a lot of people don't think about life insurance being maybe a tool to use to what you've just addressed. And I think maybe there are some policies that work pretty well.
Absolutely. Well, there's 3 avenues to save tax-free dollars. There's the Roth IRA, which with the Secure Act 2.0, there's some new things with Roth IRAs that we should probably discuss. I don't know if we could do it today or not, but it's some cool things. So a Roth IRA is one avenue. Municipal bonds. So if you live in the state in which you purchase municipal bonds, that income can be tax-free as well. And then the third one is tax-free cash value within life insurance. So those three avenues are available to save on a tax-free basis that you can supplement your income. Some are more flexible than others in what you can do with them. But yeah, those are discussions we have, and we go over those with our clients to help them. Is this something that will fit into one of your buckets that you need to save?
One of the things I think that is a good indicator that we don't really always think too far ahead, maybe back to what Steph was talking about, make us, I'm going to be more committed to understanding all of this, and then we need to rely on people like you to help us with it. But I think an obvious one is you're paying into Social Security since you were your first job, right? And then you get to where you're drawing your Social Security, and you just realize, well, they're taxing me. I'm paying taxes on my Social Security that I paid into to start with, and you kind of scratch your head there. And now, for folks out there who decide maybe I'm not ready to retire yet, but I'm going to draw my Social Security and have a part-time job and so forth, does anybody ever ask you, then where does the Social Security withholdings that comes out of your check go to since you're receiving Social Security? Does that go into some other fund, or how does that work?
No one's really asked that, I guess. But they have asked the question of, do I take it early? Do I wait until full retirement age? We get that question a lot.
Yeah.
And that can be a strategy that you can use, and maybe husband does something different than the wife based on your situation. So those are fun conversations too, but you can answer on the taxation part, James, because you will get taxed on it if you take it early, right? If you don't wait till full retirement age, you are.
Yeah, if you take it at 62 or prior to full retirement age and have a job, a W2 or 1099 job, you're limited on how much you can earn, or you get even more taxed on it, right?
And I know it's kind of abstract in a way, but you're going, why do I have to pay taxes on my Social Security when or you're receiving Social Security, but because you're still working, you're paying into Social Security, but the amount of money you get back doesn't change. You see what I'm saying?
Well, it can at full retirement age. So if you're working, you can still pad your Social Security check. But I know the taxation thing. The IRS probably has this special fund that they have from all these Social Security taxes that they probably throw a big party out in some island somewhere.
Yeah, it's hard to say.
That's what they fund their Christmas party with.
Yeah,
exactly.
People are still working, and
oh my gosh.
But it is a little frustrating. I think people out there, that's one of the reasons they get a little irate about taxes. I don't really mind paying taxes. I think this is the greatest place in the world to live.
It is.
And so to chip in to have this quality of life, most people are okay with that. But it just seems like you're getting double dipped all the time, and that's because we're maybe not planning correctly, like what you're talking about.
Yeah, well, it's good to pay taxes, just not more than your
fair share.
Well, fair share, but more than the IRS code recommends. I mean, what they make you. If you're paying more than what the IRS makes you pay, then that's wrong.
Yeah.
In my opinion, or you're paying less than what the IRS says you should, then that's wrong too. But paying what they suggest and what they want you to pay, that's the key. No more, no less. But if you we've done a lot of training with taxation and ways in which you can maneuver some funds under the IRS code. That's the key. And knowing it, and funnel some money, shift it here and there to fall under IRS code to reduce your overall taxation. That's a good thing. That's just, that's being smart.
And that's what you do. That's what you help people with.
Absolutely.
And I'm sure it is interesting getting back to the more, I guess, the human side of it. Steph, you're talking about visiting with people about what do they want to do when they retire. Do they want to just be at the house and enjoy the garden, or do they want to take trips? Do they want to buy a camper and travel across the country. I mean, all those sorts of things are kind of fun to talk about.
They are fun to talk about, and it's encouraging to me because that's why we save and we do what we do, is because someday we'll be able to slow down a little bit. And it does look different. I love to travel. I love to go. I like to see new cultures, new countries, and I haven't obviously had the opportunity to do a lot of that, but I look forward to someday doing that. Then I have other people that have saved really, really well, and they just kind of want to stay home, you know, or they want to spend time. Their grandkids are in the community and they want to spend time with their grandkids, or they just really want to give back to ministries or the church or nonprofits, and that's their biggest goal. But whatever it is, we love to help and would love to help you get there. We tell people that we hire on the heart, and when we hired Rebecca, we really hired on the heart and just loving people when they come in the door. And that's probably our biggest. You can't teach someone to have a heart for others. That has to be within. And so she's so good at that. She's learned a ton, and she's a good asset in the office. And so know that when you come in, we really want to just help you wherever you're at. And we are so non-judgmental because we've made mistakes in our planning, and we were not perfect at it in the beginning, and we've learned a lot, and we've come a long ways. I think as long as you are open-minded when you walk in and you're willing to learn, and maybe stick to if you need a budget, maybe stick to a couple of things that are a little difficult, you know, baby steps into getting where you need to go, then your life will change if you can learn those things financially, because the biggest problem in a lot of areas is your financial situation. So
can cause a lot of stress.
It can.
Yeah,
and that's never fun.
No,
so we
that's
like
not.
to have fun in our office. So
Yeah, well, anybody who's been in there knows that you have the right atmosphere there to sit down and calmly and casually talk about what might be best.
on most days.
Well, yes, I understand.
Unless James and I are at each other's throats, which doesn't happen, but maybe 3 or 4 times a week. So.
Sometimes it happens right on the air.
Well, I've heard that. Yes, we've experienced that.
Yeah.
But can an older guy give you some advice on this
please.
situation?
Absolutely.
There'll be a point that you get to in your relationship where it's just too much work to have disagreements. and you'll go, do you want to fight about this? And you go,
right.
No, not really. It's just not worth the
Yes.
effort. It's not worth the time it's going to take.
It's true.
And that'll come over a period of time.
Yeah.
Well, I don't take his car in the morning. I heard that that's what you do sometimes. You take your wife's car. I'm just saying, I chuckled at that. I'm like, I've never taken James's car to work. I can't believe he did that to Joan.
Was that just recently, Steph?
I think it was.
I'm going to admit to that, but the reason I took her car, well, either I had my car in the shop or I wanted her to take my car when she went to get groceries because it gets around a little bit better. I don't think I've just went out and taken her car on purpose.
So was
recently.
it for unselfish reasons that you took her car? So because yours is better in the snow, or
Yes,
was that it? That's very
that's what it
unselfish.
was.
That was
The way
the
you
one
described
day. Now the other day,
The one day. Confession.
the other day was a little different, James. I can't go into too much detail.
Okay.
on that.
Well, no.
But I am a little.
Well, we are confessing things. Today,
Yeah,
so-
Steph got this. How do you feel about that?
Bombshell.
Yeah, and the part that worries me is how did you know that? Was it Iona giving you information because
Well, you
mentioned-
shared it on the
You
radio.
did share it on the air.
Oh, see, I don't always remember what I said.
Yeah. Oh, we do. We keep a little log.
So is that another reason to not argue? Because eventually,
Yeah.
what were we arguing about again?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Oh, I was really mad last week. What was that we were mad about?
Yeah. I can always help you remember. Like, I think there was some guy in her car last time you went to a checkup.
Oh man, was there ever a handsome
See?
dude too?
Yeah.
I looked out and there was this handsome guy sitting in a car with my wife.
Uh-huh.
It kind of freaked me out. I'm a little insecure. Found out it was a friend, and his wife was in. We have a lobotomy specialist. We go see.
specialist.
Brent, are you on the island yet?
Close.
Close.
Yeah.
We love having you guys come in because we prove when you guys come in that talking about planning your future, talking about insurance, talking about taxes, talking about health care, long-term care, really is kind of fun because it's a lot more than just numbers, isn't it?
It's all about relationships.
Yeah.
It is.
Getting to know our clients, that's what's fun. We love doing that. And, oh, by the way, we can help you with a few things. Great. And our philosophy, our mission statement in our office is everybody that walks through that door, we're going to help. And regardless of how we can help them, we want to help them. And so we want everybody to feel welcome and know that when they leave, we want them to feel loved and that they have been helped.
And the truth of the matter is we have great clients. And so honestly, I'm encouraged daily. There'll be somebody pop in from wherever and she'll be like, I just came in to give you a hug. I'm like, you're kidding me.
That's kind of nice.
Steph's
honestly, it is. So we can't say, oh, we're here and we're doing all this helping. Because honestly, the clients that we have, they're amazing too. They'll come in just for no reason. And
Well, they don't hug me. I got a shirt from the garden
James
center
is not a hugger.
that has cactus on it, and it says "not a hugger." I'm not a hugger.
The garden center sells
If you
these.
really want a hug, Dave, I'll give you a hug. I will. I won't deny you that. But I'm naturally not a hugger. Steph is naturally a hugger. She loves.
I don't mind. I'm a kind of a medium hugger.
There are different levels.
I guess I'm.
Are you a
kind of
cactus
Brent,
with no
what's your level?
spines?
Less than Dave's.
Less-
But I hug. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not against hugging.
Well, let me show you something.
But don't you come over and give me a hug.
Oh,
don't you
no,
even do
here
it.
it comes.
Don't you just stay away.
Oh, this is
Stay
just
away.
the sweetest.
That is
yeah.
touching.
That is.
Oh, if you could. This is
I hope
amazing.
everybody's watching.
We
That
just had a moment.
We had a
here
moment.
in the
Now I'd
studio.
like you to.
Love
Would
it.
you sing
A
the
warm embrace.
the sangria song? Brent?
No, I'm not singing you the Sangria song.
It's way too early.
Well,
That's uncomfortable.
let me play this. Just play. It really makes Brent uncomfortable.
It
Fortunately,
does.
nobody's
It-
asked him to sing along with this. But take a
Well,
listen.
it's probably uncomfortable for them too.
Oh, I don't think so.
To sing this.
Let's take
That's
a listen.
kind of.
You take my hand in yours. You lean in and your lips taste like sangria.
I mean, that's.
Okay, well, I can kind of see your point
See?
there.
Yeah. Thanks.
I think you're oversensitive.
I think
Well.
so too. Sangria sounds great.
Oh, I don't even know what it is.
But
Well,
It's a drink,
gonna
right?
try
it's
to-
a kind of an Italian wine.
Is it a
or something.
wine?
it is a wine, like a
Oh.
fruit-based.
Oh,
Fruit. Oh, fruit. Well, you
It
like
is-
fruits, don't
it's
you, Brent?
sweet and
It is sweet.
Yeah.
So sweet. Like the last embrace we just experienced.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
You guys truly love each other.
He doesn't like it when I walk. If I just touch him, he kind of like.
Yeah.
He's kind of that way.
Yeah.
We can talk about
I feel
that
your
next time.
pain.
Yeah. Hey, before you, number one, I wanted to ask you. You brought a list with you. Did we cover everything you wanted to
Oh
talk
no,
about?
it's just notes, just in case we ran out of things to talk about.
Sometimes
It
you
was-
throw questions at us. We got to be prepared.
or there's dead air.
Yeah.
Just that's and I know that's a no-no. So I had.
And I'm sorry what I said about drummers and bass players. That was rude to me.
I didn't take offense to it. I mean, I'm in that boat. I can't sing at all.
But
But he does.
But you're musical. That's
Yeah.
He does sing some.
I'm a great singer in the shower, but
Me too.
I mean, no one ever hears that.
A car's a good place to sing by yourself.
Mm-hmm.
How do you like living out in the country?
Oh, we love it. Yeah, it's peaceful out there. We loved being on Memorial, but every time we'd step out, and we love this too, we step out the door and there'd be honking away.
Yeah.
Everybody knew what we were doing. That's great. We loved it. And we loved our house, but being out in the country, the peacefulness, the quietness, you can see every star in the sky.
Yeah.
We totally got snowed in.
Oh,
Yeah.
Is that a good or a bad thing?
Both. We have neighbors. The Kohanics dug us out, which is really sweet of them. But we put on a post, come out and have coffee with us because we're bored. We're scooping off our coffee or our deck and had all bundled up. And there's no way you can get through that road. I say that, and then we had our assistant pastor show up with his entire family. I'm like, what are you guys doing here? Well, don't post it on Facebook if you don't want us to come out. So it was a shock and a joy, and we got to go sledding and drink hot chocolate, and so
Sounds like you like it.
We
of course,
do
you
like
already
it.
knew that. You're a country girl.
I am. Yep.
So, and James, I guess you
I was
were
a city boy.
City guy.
Is there a song about that, Dave?
Oh, I'm
We need to
sure.
find one.
I tell you the truth, most of the country songs today, let me write these down. It's about their truck,
Yeah.
Your dog.
a dog, a red dirt road,
Yes.
and a
beverage.
campfire,
A beverage.
campfire and beverages,
Sangria.
sangria, cotton dresses. Just those are some of the main 1, 2, 3. There's about 5 main points.
Okay. Yeah.
And it's got kind of the same drum beat to it. So,
Yeah. It's awesome.
how do we get off on that?
I have no
Today
idea.
is a
I
day
don't
where we're
know.
just going all over the place and we don't know where. And now I'm scared because Steph and James have pointed out that I don't remember what I do on this show.
Huh.
It's okay. We love you.
Well, I'm
It'll be
glad
just
you do.
fine.
That's our gift. We just point out things.
Did you know that Brent's mother is, taking me in?
Oh,
Yeah.
she must be a lovely
That's
lady.
Sweet.
She is.
Yeah.
Yeah, she is. Honestly, a little too sweet sometimes.
Oh, she's all sugar.
Yeah, she is. But yeah, she. When we visit on the phone, one of the first questions, "How's Dave?" She now asks how Dave is before she asks
Yes.
how I am.
Oh.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
He's very relational.
Yeah.
He sent her a Christmas present.
Yeah, I sent her some pearls. for Christmas.
Pearls.
Wow.
That is awesome,
Yeah.
Dave.
And I sent, I don't call Brent's dad because I don't think he's quite there yet.
He'll get there. That's not.
He hasn't quite adopted you yet.
No, I don't think so.
Your mom, on the other hand,
Yeah.
full adoption.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes.
That's nice.
Oh, gosh. Hey, you guys, thanks for coming in. Is there anything that, bouncing around here, having a little fun that we didn't cover? You guys want to talk
I
about?
don't think so.
No, most everybody knows where we are, I think.
Yeah, but doesn't hurt to, might be some new listeners. Somebody just moved to town.
All our phone numbers, 872-6810. Guess, does that help?
Yep, we're right across from Nebraska State Bank. What do you call that? Downtown
The financial
Financial District
Yeah.
at Broken Bow.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, 940
Yep.
South D.
Website.
JamesKlang.com.
Okay.
sometime I'm going to get my name in there. Someday.
She'll probably start
I
her own
aspire.
website.
As time goes along, you won't need to do that.
I don't know. Nah.
Anytime there's conflict that pops up, you'll just avoid it.
Is it
Just
really
avoid it.
worth it? That's right. Is this really worth
Yeah.
it today?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I walked out of the house and slammed the door after a fight that we had many years ago, and I got to the car and I went to myself, there's no place I really want to go. So I went back in and Joan says, well, this is a nice change. What's going on here? I said, well, I just don't really want to go anywhere.
You just wanted to slam a door.
Yeah.
You got it out of your system, and now,
Yes.
okay, I'm back. It's all right. Thanks, guys.
Brett's giving me this look.
How do you want me? You always say I'm giving you the look. I don't know how to look at you anymore.
Now, having a fight with your co-host, that's a whole nother different thing.
It's
boy.
true.
I'd like to
Yeah.
hear that.
It's a love-hate relationship.
Oh, boy.
I think it's all love.
Yeah.
You guys are great. Thank you for the
Yeah.
time.
Oh, you bet. You bet.
Take my hand in yours. You lean in and
Your lips taste like sangria.
Oh, that's awesome. I can feel the love in here,
I can
guys.
feel the change
That's awesome.
happening right now.
Hugs, all right. Okay, turn the camera off. We're going to have hugs all around.
You're not.
Okay.
Okay. You're not a hugger. Well, thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Klang Financial Services right here in downtown Broken Bow. And come back and see us. We love having
We
you.
will.
All right. All right. We'll take a time out or two with these words.
Where in the world did 2022 go? The new year is here. Don't start it off on the wrong foot with an appliance that makes you a bummer to be around. Talk to Brent and the crew at Lines Appliance in Broken Bow. Their top priority is getting an appliance in your home that simply makes life easier. From fridges and deep freezes to washers, dryers, grills, griddles, smokers, and more. Visit Lines Appliance in Broken Bow. Happy New Year from Lines Appliance, Broken Bow.
A new year. Same great service and products at Barney Health Mart in Broken Bow. Centrum multivitamin tablets in 120 count for men or women are $11.49. Save on Century 50 Plus for men or women in a 100 count for $7.49. Century 120 count multivitamins are $7.99. Vitamin B12 is available in a variety of strengths and counts as well. Varney Health Mart, downtown Broken Bow. Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care.
No matter where your schedule takes you, stay up to date on your bank accounts. Sign up for mobile banking or online banking with Bruning Bank to keep track of your accounts anywhere, anytime. At home, the gym, grocery store, day or night. Deposit checks, transfer between accounts, view transactions, and check balances. Set up bill pay so you never forget to pay that bill ever again. Ready to simplify your life? Download the app or visit bruningbank.com. Bruning Bank, member FDIC.
8:56 almost. Just to verify, too, I didn't want to sound, how do I want to put this? Like, special with talking about fighting with your spouse. Because I'm going to tell you right now on this show, Joan and I have had some dandies. Some whoppers. So don't get me wrong. It's not easy.
No.
Relationships are wonderful, but they are a little bit of work.
Sure. Absolutely.
And if you don't have financial stress, that helps a lot.
Sure it
so
does.
Our guests have some ideas for you. Klang Financial.
Now you're giving me a look. What does that mean?
Looked at you.
Yeah, see?
I was going to go with a segue into Brubaker's Coffee House and Gifts, and I had a kind of an idea how I was going to do it, but it just flopped in my head. So would you like to talk about Brubaker's?
Well, sure. Let's do that. Brubaker's Coffee House and Gifts, you'll find them in Arnold, Nebraska. Warm up with hot teas, herbal teas, and coffee drinks. It's a historic destination barista bar and gift shop right in our back door. At Brubaker's Coffee House in Arnold, baked goods, full barista bar, fabulous gifts, too, to check out. And we encourage you to follow them on Facebook if you're not already to keep up on all the latest happenings at Brubaker's Coffee House and Gifts in Arnold. Coffee with a friend, always a good idea, and there's no better place to have it than at Brubaker's Coffee House and Gifts in Arnold, open Tuesday through Friday, 8 to 5, open on Saturday as well from 9 until 3.
Thank you, Brent. We'll take a quick time out. We'll come back right after these messages.
Is my farm completely insured? Am I covered when I drive my ATV from field to field? Do I have all locations I farm covered for liability? This is Chip with Nebraska Owners Insurance Agency. I have found over the years that most of us let our insurance policies renew year after year and never take the time to see if we are adequately protected. Let's sit down and review your coverage today. Call Nebraska Owners Insurance Agency at 308-836-2201.
Boots, boots, boots. Can you tell it's all about boots this week at Bo Bootery? We love boots so much it's in our name. We love you so much we've marked them down 25%. Save on fashion boots, bear paws, and snow boots and enjoy them right now in the cold months. Comfort, style, warmth, heels or flats, black, brown, tan, or green. No matter what boot you're looking for, we want to help you find it. 25% off fashion boots, bear paws, and snow boots this week at Bo Bootery on the Square.
Is winter weather and the fear of falling keeping you indoors for the season? Don't fall. Give Pearson's a call. Poor balance and falls can diminish your ability to lead an active and independent life, but you don't have to accept them as a consequence of aging. Pearson Physical Therapy has been helping their patients stay on their feet and take back their independence through individualized balance training programs. Reduce your chance for falls and regain your confidence this winter by calling 308-872-5800 for a free fall risk assessment with one of our therapists. That's Pearson Physical Therapy at 872-5800 in Broken Bow.
8:59, and right after the news at 9, to tell you right now, we're going to give you a chance to call in and sing along with Brent and Blake for another chance to win those tickets we've been talking about this morning.
Okay.
Just had a thought. The brain today is going everywhere, and some of it's good and some of it's not, but just thinking about commercials on TV right now.
Okay.
All right?
All right.
If you watch the news, if you watch particular programming, even in football games and sports events, they're targeting the waning baby boomers. So we're getting commercials about underwear and health items and pills and side effects and all sorts of things that center around getting older as a baby boomer.
Okay.
Now, I do want you to know out there is relief on this, because soon all of us baby boomers will be gone and the commercials will roll over to something else. But it is getting a little annoying. I mean, I don't really want to see...
Kind of uncomfortable.
Yeah, some of the commercials...
I mean, some of the commercials are uncomfortable.
Yeah, very much.
I think.
Yeah, I don't want to know about a little pea-sized of lotion you can put in certain areas of your body so that you don't have a smell. It's just not right.
No, I'm with you.
So you heard it first here on The Breakfast Show. Baby boomers will be waning through a period of time, and the commercials will change. There's not that many of us left. News is next.
You are listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI, KPBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News special report. Inflation slowed down some more last month after soaring to a 40-year high. CBS News business analyst Jill Schlesinger.
The Consumer Price Index declined by 0.1% in December on a seasonally adjusted basis. And over the last year, the headline CPI increased by 6.5%. That's down from a high of 9.1% in June.
Bankrate's Mark Hamrick.
The biggest reason for the overall decline is gasoline, which paced a drop in energy prices as well. Prices for shelter or housing and food were still on the rise.
And housing costs were up 7.5% over the last year. Other increases in home furnishings, medical care, and new cars. Markets opening higher. S&P up 8, Dow higher as well. CBS News special report. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Eddie Garcia.
News from the NFL, where Baltimore Ravens quarterback Lamar Jackson has not played in weeks due to a knee injury. Was hoped he'd be able to come back in time for the playoffs, but he hasn't practiced all week, putting his status for Sunday's game in Cincinnati in doubt. Backup quarterback Tyler Huntley's dealing with tendonitis in his throwing shoulder, but he should be okay to go if Jackson can't play. Miami Dolphins quarterback Tua Tagovailoa has been ruled out of Sunday's playoff game in Buffalo, as he has not cleared the concussion protocol set down by the league. Rookie Skylar Thompson expected to start because second stringer Teddy Bridgewater is recovering from a finger injury. Arizona Cardinals and Houston Texans have received permission from the New Orleans Saints to speak with their former head coach Sean Payton about their coaching vacancies. Top 25 college basketball, number 1 Houston, a winner over South Florida 83-77. The lone upset of the 10 ranked teams in action was number 20 Missouri losing to Texas A&M 82-64. Wins for number 4 Alabama, number 25 Marquette, and number 10 Texas.
Here's your weatherology forecast. For today, some patchy fog possible early on. Otherwise, we'll have mostly cloudy skies with high temperatures in the lower 30s. Winds breezy from the north and northwest. Then for tonight, mostly cloudy, a low of 16 degrees. For Friday, approaching that 40-degree mark, at least some partial sunshine making a return, and milder for your weekend, Saturday and Sunday in the middle 40s. From the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Michael Caro.
Hello, I'm Chris Smith of the Palmer Monument Company. There are many good reasons to pre-select your family memorial. During the months of January and February, we are giving you one more reason, our annual winter sale. Come and see us today, and when you bring the coupon from the newspaper, receive additional savings off our already reduced prices. Our goal is to assist you in selecting the memorial that best fits your family needs, and will save you money too, during the annual winter sale at Palmer Monument Company of Broken Bow in Lexington.
Winter, a season in Nebraska that is unlike anywhere else. Prepare for hay feeding by talking to Power Solutions. They want to be sure you're spending more time feeding than fixing your equipment. The Vermeer BPX 9010 bale processor is durable and versatile, making haying cattle simple. Give Power Solutions a call at 308-872-5522 or stop by their location just east of Broken Bow on Highway 2. Your local Vermeer dealer for all your equipment and parts, Power Solutions.
The Callaway Good Life Center offers a facility with the comforts of home. Services include skilled nursing care, long-term care, respite care, and more. Callaway Good Life Center is a great place to work, offering competitive wages. Call 836-2267 for more information.
9:05 is your time. Dave Burney with you here, and Brent Apperson and Jeremy Scheib now in the studios here. Good morning, Jeremy.
Good morning.
You want to try out the new headset?
I'm going to be on. I heard you talking about the new headsets when I was driving to North Platte yesterday.
Yeah.
I hate them. They kind of are not good.
I like
used it on Party Line yesterday. It sounds horrible compared to the other headsets.
They're just different.
Yes, just different. I switched over there, Jeremy. So we have the old one back over there.
Okay, good deal.
But you can swap those around too if you want.
That's all right.
Yeah, change is not good, folks.
It's lower quality, I think. More tinny, a little bit less bass.
Yeah, the problem is that they don't make the old ones anymore.
That's sad.
Yeah.
And they still make these.
Yeah, this is the replacement. That's where we're going in this world.
Logic.
I don't want to get too deep, but, you have something good and it's working. Quit making them. You get a replacement. And
we should just get
I kind of feel bad. I don't mind them.
I think I'm not sure it's
they fit my ears better.
I'm not sure it's less quality. It's just different. It's got a more of a higher quality, high end to it. Not quite as bassy.
I'll see the right cup on this one's not even working.
Uh-oh.
Already?
Already. I can only hear out of my left ear.
Are you sure you sure you don't have wax in your ear?
Unless it showed up when I put the headset on.
Well, that's great.
Yeah, just wonderful. They do look sharper, though.
Yeah, they look better. I don't know if they sound any better.
That's what all us radio guys are interested in, is looking good.
You're cracking me up. Oh, for heaven's sakes.
Want to sit in row number 2 at the Blake Shelton concert in February? You'll have to do a smidgen of work. Here's how.
Call us at 872-2801 and sing along with Brent and Blake and Jeremy.
Oh, God.
There's the phone coming in right now. We'll take a time out and pick up the phone while you listen to this from Lines Appliance.
Master the mealtime rush with a refrigerator that helps you cut down on clutter. The Whirlpool 4-door refrigerator keeps groceries in sight and easy to find. From easy-reach shelves to a flexible iSpin, see how the 4 sleek compartments help keep ingredients organized so you can get dinner to the table. Visit Lines Appliance in Broken Bow to learn more.
And we have Peg on the line, I think. Are you there, Peg?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
I'm here.
You might have been on the line to start with. I'm not sure. Good thing we didn't say anything bad.
Well, you just never know, huh?
You don't. It's in this business. And our saying in the radio business is the mic is always hot, whether it's on or not, right?
So you better be cautious.
Yes, that's right. So, thanks to Lines Appliance, you have a chance to get entered for those 2 tickets, a chance to win those 2 tickets for the Blake Shelton Show on February 16th in Lincoln, Nebraska. And at the very least, if you sing along with Brent and Jeremy, I repeat, Brent and Jeremy, you will also come and have breakfast with us at the Tumbleweed on February 1st for the drawing. Does that sound okay?
Yes, it does.
All right, Peg. Which song would you like to sing along to? Neon Light, Sangria, or Come Back as a Country Boy?
I think Come Back as a Country Boy.
That seems to be very popular, doesn't it? Yeah. All right.
It is.
Do you want to hear it first? before we?
Yeah, you can.
All right, here we go.
So when I die, I want to come back as a country boy. No, there ain't no better life if you ask me.
All right, there is the sample. It's going to be the same thing over again. Are you ready, Peg?
I am.
All right, here we go in 3, 2, 1.
So when I die, I want to come back as a country boy. No, there ain't no better life if you ask me.
Wow, you guys sounded good. Way to go, Peg.
Thank you.
How do you feel now?
Well, I don't know.
Oh.
You're registered, though,
You're
Peg.
registered.
That's the main thing, right?
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Peg, if you'll hold on the line, I want to get your phone number and some details so we can get you on the list, okay?
Okay.
All right, stay tuned.
AgroLiquid is precision crop nutrition. That means being committed to product performance, to research and field testing, and to superior agronomics. Most of all, AgroLiquid is committed to delivering precisely the right nutrition in the right way, including seed-safe planter plus side dress applications and foliar applications with low burn risk. AgroLiquid. Apply less, expect more. Find a retailer at agroliquid.com. Precision crop nutrition pays. And AgroLiquid has precisely what it takes to help you succeed. The right products plus the right expertise to give you guidance based on your soils, your fields, and your goals. While our clean, seed-safe formulations and lower application rates make planter fertilizer easier than ever. AgroLiquid. Apply less, expect more. Find a retailer at agroliquid.com.
9:11 is your time. You're listening to The Breakfast Show on this Thursday. A little frosty out there. Just took the meter readings for KBBN Tower, which is up on the table west of us, and it's down just a little bit. So that tells us there's some freezing moisture in the air up that way. They were talking about possible fog today. So if you're traveling on some of those higher elevations today, or anywhere for that matter, and you run into that fog, it might be freezing a little bit at our current temperature of 25 degrees under that cloudy sky. So be careful out there, please.
Brent and I ran into some weird fog on the way back from Kearney on Saturday. It was very odd. It was just in the size of maybe 100 yards or so, but it was thick. You couldn't see anything, and it was just coming down the hill into Ansley. Just came out of nowhere. Like, you could see the edge of it when you were driving up, and you're like, what is that? And then you hit it.
You couldn't see.
I had to slow down to like 30 miles an hour. I couldn't see more than 20 feet in front of me. It was crazy.
This is just a guess on that, guys, but you know, have you ever met Ted Govier?
I don't know if I've ever met Ted.
He has a orange, oh, you like this, an orange Camaro, I believe it is. It's a classic. But every once in a while, Ted smokes a cigar. And I'm thinking maybe you just happened to come over down the hill when he was in the middle of a big old stogie.
Oh, okay. Ran into that. Okay.
Just guessing.
I didn't consider that, no.
Yeah, it's quite possible.
Now we'll be ready.
All right, yeah.
Be alert.
We'll be ready. I thought it did kind of smell like cherry.
Swisher Sweet or cherry.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be up Ted's alley.
Hey, since Jeremy is in here and we just played the registration for Blake Shelton, maybe, I don't know if we have announced this yet or not, but I think the intent as we go through the registration process and everything, one registration per person on this. Is that right? Because some of the promotions we do allow you to call in more than once and get registered more than once. But for this particular promotion, we want to spread the wealth and make it just one registration per person. Is that right?
Yeah, it kind of takes the pressure off of you as a listener, too. You know, you can kind of just get in with one of those 42 and be good to go. Have a 1 in 42 chance.
All right, yeah. Because, as you say, sometimes you can register as much as you want. But in this case, one time, and then you're qualified. And because we're going to have breakfast with 40-some people.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. what else did we want to talk about here for a moment before we do another sing-along? We'll also be visiting with Subway before we close the show.
Okay.
Brent.
Dave.
Now that we've hugged and bonded.
You guys hugged this morning?
I give him a nice old hug.
He hugged me.
On the... Did he return the hug?
No, he just sat there like a stump.
That's the worst.
Just, you know, he's just kind of like holding onto a big stump on the ground.
No one likes hugging a stump.
I know. It's like your bark is rough. Should have shaved.
I did.
What?
You do look pretty nice. Yeah.
Looking
like
good. You got a growth going on there.
Good. How many blades did you use?
Man.
Straight shave?
Oh, no. Electric razor.
Oh, that's
for me.
Electric razor. Gotcha.
Electric.
Have you ever had a straight shave?
Does that make me less of a man using an electric razor?
Yes.
I've never been able to use.
Well, that was a quick response.
That was funny. I use an electric razor to line,
Yeah.
you know, kind of get mine looking right.
Yeah.
But as far as when I've gone all the way down to the skin, I haven't touched one in a long time. But I use just the. You can't get closer than using shaving cream and like a blade. But the electric razors, you can't beat the convenience.
Yeah.
Yeah, speed and convenient. I've never used one electric. I still have the same.
Really, you don't use an electric razor with your goatee and stuff? You
Well,
you
just
use
to
a
trim
regular
it,
razor.
yeah. But I mean to shave the rest of your face.
Oh.
But I have the Schick razor that I had. Well, I've never had any other razor.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Must be a timeless one. They keep making blades for it. Or you just...
Yeah, you can
It's
still
not
get
the
blades for
it's
it.
not the original blade, is it?
You risk tetanus every morning.
That probably is true, but it's not the original blade.
You nick yourself and you got to make sure you're up on your tetanus shot. It's getting harder to talk. My jaw's locking up. I'm in trouble.
Oh, gosh, you guys are so much fun to work with.
You want a hug?
Well, no.
Okay.
Not after that treatment I got on my hug for you, Mr. Stump. All right, I messed up here. So I played Lines Appliance, which they're one of our sponsors, for the Blake Shelton sing-along.
Mm-hmm.
And I was supposed to play Full Circle Irrigation, which is 11059. So I've checked lines. So when you guys do this, I guess we're doing it on the Breck Show only, so I can do it
Correct.
tomorrow.
Yeah.
What am I talking about?
Oh,
I
you're good.
honestly don't know.
Now you've voiced on the air that you messed up. Christy heard it.
Oh, no.
You're in trouble.
So what you're saying is you played the wrong ad.
Well, it's a sponsor, but it's supposed to be today, so I'll just swap them.
Okay.
So
or you can play two. You can play two for the next one if you want.
That sounds awfully complicated.
Okay. All right.
Oh, by the way, Lines Appliance, I heard you talking a little bit with Brent yesterday.
Yeah.
You know, he's got all the inventories up at Lines Appliance big time.
Mm-hmm.
Great time to use that tax refund on some of those things he's got on the floor.
Yeah.
You know, perfect. Get a little tax refund back, maybe go get a new microwave or something you've been needing.
If you happen to go to the girls' basketball showcase last Saturday, too, he had an ad in there. If you figure out or know who the leading scorer for all games that day was and write that down on that ad and take it in, he'll give you 10% off of your purchase.
Way to go, Brent.
Of anything, including a plant. You know, that'd save you hundreds of dollars maybe, depending on what you buy.
All right. Just think about that for a moment. I apologize for this morning. I think when I took my medications this morning, I might have got an extra pill in there somewhere, and it's really crossing me up. My brain is running 900 miles an hour, and I can't keep up with it.
Do you use one of those handy pill boxes?
Well, I have one box I put all the pill containers in.
It's like they're all just in a jar. I mix them all together.
That's Dave's pill box.
I grab
it's just
a handful.
It's a cardboard box with just all the pills thrown in there.
I grab a handful and go for it.
It's just a little tin box, a little square box, and I have all my pill bottles in there.
Ah.
And I must have doubled up.
Oh, man. That's the worst.
But I got to tell you, those lights are a little brighter than usual.
Red and pink swirling colors around them.
Yeah, they're really nice. So, should we do this?
Okay.
All right.
Oh, okay.
Or you want to do a live read?
Well, we got two left.
Well,
you
go
want to do
ahead.
these first?
Sure.
Jeremy can help me. These are both job opportunities. One is through Central Nebraska Community Action Partnership, still looking for an individual to work as their WIC RN coordinator in Loop City. It is a full-time position, a great starting wage, which is yearly, offering between $45,000 and $50,000 per year to get started, depending on your qualifications. Great benefits. Now, for this position, you need to be a registered nurse or a registered dietitian. Also, previous supervisory experience would be preferred. You would be complying with state and federal WIC and immunization program guidelines, coordinating clinic sites while providing immunization screening assistance. For more information, contact CNCAP at 308-745-0780. The extension is 0, or you can go straight to their website and apply. The website is centralnebraskacap.com.
All right, and the Nebraska Department of Transportation is looking for a highway maintenance worker in Ansley. They're looking for a dedicated and hardworking team player that is willing and able to operate a snowplow. This comes with a $2,500 hiring bonus. Training and career development is provided. You also get advancement opportunities, ample paid time off, work-life balance, and a comprehensive benefits package, including matching retirement contribution. You can apply at statejobs.nebraska.gov. You need to complete an online state application. The state of Nebraska is an equal opportunity veterans preference employer. Again, a $2,500 hiring bonus for that highway maintenance worker job in Ansley.
Great job, guys. Thanks a lot. We'll take a quick break.
Nebraskans are passionate sports fans, no matter what level of play we're talking about. Geared for Sports knows that, which is why they stock a great selection of Husker wear and high school fan gear. This week, buy one item and get one at 50% off and put them on to cheer on your favorite team, whether here in Central Nebraska or in Lincoln. Geared for Sports, open Monday to Friday 10 to 6, Saturday 10 to 4, west side of the square in Broken Bow. Gary's Superfoods is proud to serve you as your hometown grocery store. Their aisles are packed with deals like these: 80% lean ground beef in a 10-pound tube, $2.99 a pound. Or Smithfield all-natural boneless pork loins, $1.99 a pound. Honey Crisp or Cosmic Crisp apples are $1.99 a pound. Or large avocados are 5 for $5. Use the coupon from the flyer and save $3 when you buy any 3 participating Kellogg's or Post cereals at Gary's Superfoods. Visit them on South B Street in Broken Bow.
The Sandhills Journey National Scenic Byway Annual Conference to be held Saturday, January 21st at the One Box Convention Center. 17 vendors will showcase their goods and unique designs from 1 to 5. Featured speakers are from the Nebraska National Forest and Nebraska Tourism. The annual awards banquet begins at 6 p.m. RSVP to 308-430-0786 by January 16th. The public is welcome. The Sandhills Journey National Scenic Byway Conference is Saturday, January 21st at the One Box.
In the morning, you are awakened by the twitter of a little bird.
Now it's Dave and Brent.
I knew there was a reason I got out of bed this morning.
The Get Up and Go Breakfast Show on KCNI KBBN.
42 finalists. A free breakfast buffet at the Tumbleweed Cafe. One winner of Blake Shelton tickets and money. Get ready to call now.
Call us at 872-2801. Sing Along with Blake and Brent is brought to you by your friends at Full Circle Irrigation. And we have a caller on the line. Let's find out who we have on with us here this morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
And who are we talking to?
This is Pam.
Pam. I love that name.
Yeah.
It's a good name. It's a happy name.
Oh, thanks.
We have Jeremy in the studio, Pam, along with Brent Apperson and yours truly. And Jeremy and Brent are going to sing with you to get you qualified for a chance for those tickets, okay?
Okay.
All right. Which song, Pam, would you like to sing? Would it be Neon Light, Sangria, or Come Back as a Country Boy?
Let's do Neon Light.
Oh, all right. All right. I'm going to play it for you before we,
Okay.
so we can kind of get all together. So here's a sample.
There's a neon light at the end of the tunnel. It ain't all that bright, but even though it's subtle.
All right, are you ready to go?
I'm ready.
All right, here we go. Pam, in 3, 2, 1.
There's a neon light at the end of the tunnel. It ain't all that bright, but even though it's subtle.
All right, Pam, way to go. You know, it's kind of cool because there's a little delay there, so it really sounds kind of neat. Yeah, sorry there, Jeremy, didn't turn you.
Oh, no, that's fine. I'm fine with my mic being off for the singing part.
I probably didn't have you on when you were singing over there. That is terrible of me. Pam, would you hang on the line just a minute so I can get your phone number? Okay. Are you still there, Pam?
Yes,
okay.
I'm here.
Okay. I turned you down. I turned Jeremy. I'm on these pills this morning.
I heard about that.
Yeah. Do you ever have trouble with your meds?
Oh, no.
Hold on, Pam. We'll get right with you here. Okay. I think I better get a song going, maybe. Let's go with Creedence Clearwater Revival.
So you need some water.
They're really
Get a
good.
drink.
I got a dry mouth. Here we go.
6681. For free advice on your situation, 800-401-6681. That's 800-401-6681.
9:29, and we're going to conclude the show, grand finale, with Matt from Subway.
Yeah.
Matt, how you doing?
Not too bad.
Good. You probably better lift those headsets off of that mic so it doesn't feed back. Appreciate that.
There we go.
We have a lot of technical things here, Matt, that are very, very difficult and very complicated, and I just wanted to avoid any problems that we might have. Do you know, I'm a little shook up. I think I got my meds crossed up this morning, and then I went to give my co-host Brent a big hug, and he sat there like a stump, just like a stump out in the forest. Kind of hurt my feelers.
Probably kind of invaded his space, and he kind of freaked out, like, what's going on here?
I guess maybe that's what happened.
I'd blame it on your meds.
That's what I've been doing all morning.
Right. So you know how you can fix that problem?
How's that?
With some fresh veggies on a sandwich.
Reduce the meds, more veggies.
Yes.
That's a good idea. Where would I find those?
At Subway.
Yes, and Subway is bringing in fresh sliced meats in the very near future as well.
Yes, they are. I've already heard they've already rolled out a whole bunch of the slicers on the East and West Coast. So,
kind of anxious to, kind of see that and taste it on a sandwich and see how much maybe fresher it tastes.
Right. I know we'll probably be last because we're in central Nebraska, and
yeah, that's where we live, and it's always been that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's exciting, and the number of sandwiches that you offer is unbelievable. I know you've been with Subway a long time. The expansion of different sandwiches has got to be even mind-boggling to you.
Right. If I go back 29 years, it was a lot simpler. Very simple. Like, I think we had 5 flavors of chips.
Yeah.
We didn't have banana peppers. We didn't have cucumbers. We didn't have spinach. And we had mayonnaise, mustard, vinegar, and oil.
And I think all you could get was a sandwich.
No, we had salads.
Did you have salads at the very beginning?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't think
Yeah, they
you
came
did.
in a square container.
Okay.
Yeah. I actually had not a customer, but a friend of mine was cleaning out her purse and found the old Subway certificates, the little stamps.
Yes. Yeah.
And I'm like, we haven't done those for over 10 years.
Wow.
And she's got like full cards of them sitting in her purse. And she goes, "You still going to honor this?" I'm like, wow. If you ever make it to Holdridge and I'm working, I'll honor it.
Yeah, you can do it personally. Yeah. Well, the point there is that, my goodness, the choices from 29 years ago to today, unbelievable. And you have the wraps came along, and I think there was 1 or 2 of those, and then you started making the salads that you could make. That would be any sandwich combination could be made into a salad, and just keep adding more and more opportunities, more choices.
And pizza.
Flatbread.
The breakfast sandwiches were probably not there in the beginning.
No.
Yeah.
No, I remember it used to be nice. We'd open up at 10 in the morning, and then we'd close at midnight. We didn't have to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning and have the store open, some of them by 7.
Yeah.
Which I think we're going away from that. A lot of Subways are. We're all going to about 8 o'clock open.
Well, that's all right. Yeah.
And then only being open till 10 because COVID taught us all that, well, if you're only open certain hours, they're going to come eat then.
Yeah. Yeah, they'll learn your hours and say, hey, if we want a Subway tonight, we need to get in there around 9 o'clock or so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's been a amazing growth, and as we mentioned last time when you were here, and now I guess I notice it more after we talked about it, some of the celebrities that have been hired to promote Subway, it's still, we're not talking mediocre level stars. We're talking, true icons.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's kind of fun to watch. So what's happening? We got soups on today, ready for the...
on. It looks like it's going to be kind of a chilly day.
Yeah.
So, yeah, come on in and get a bowl of soup and a hot sandwich, and you can even sit in the dining room and enjoy the atmosphere. We have your guys' radio station playing.
We love that, by the way.
Yeah.
It's so nice to walk in and listen to the station over the speakers in your place. We appreciate that.
Yeah, you're just spying when you do it because you're just checking to make sure they're doing their job.
Well, I can tell you, honestly, it's not as much fun to walk into a place that doesn't have your station on that you work at, but
Right.
there's the variety out there of sources of entertainment. You're going to run into that, but it's always nice to hear your station in your town you serve.
Yeah, I can actually pick you guys up all the way to Elwood.
Wow.
Good.
So,
yeah, well, that's fantastic. Some days.
When I go the other direction, though, when I head east, I lose you right after I leave Elwood.
Do you?
Yeah.
Yeah. If you go from Broken Bow to Grand Island, usually about Caro, I think it gets that far straight east.
Yeah.
You know, it's a pretty good signal for actually the amount of power that we use to do it, because it's up on that big hill out there. It helps a lot. But again, we appreciate you having us on. And one of the things that maybe we should kind of look back on, because I always kind of felt bad for you guys because you did the remodel and really had it, all sharpened up and looking good, and then along came the pandemic, and a lot of that took place during that period of time, and couldn't make as much noise about it as probably could have if things were normal.
Right.
But to walk in there now, it's really bright and clean and a nice atmosphere.
Yeah, I love the new remodel that we did a couple years ago. It looks fabulous. It's easy to clean. It does look very sharp, so it's an eye catcher.
Yeah,
that
it is.
big S when you walk in, it really grabs a hold of you and says, "Yeah, I'm at Subway."
Yeah, we know where we're at.
Because every store you go to has that same exact S.
Yeah. So what have you been eating lately, Brent, as far as that Subway when you go in? Are you changing up at all?
I had the Outlaw the last time.
That's a good one. It's a really popular one.
Yeah, it is good.
I'm just amazed at how many steak sandwiches this town sells.
Yeah.
That's what I had last time. I tried is that the Outlaw, the steak one?
It's one of them.
One of them.
Okay, I don't remember which
there's
one.
the Monster.
I've had the Philly before, which is
the
good
Philly's
too.
I think that's what I had was the Philly. It was very
the
good.
Monster's really good. I like the Monster. I got to get away from the Supreme meat, but yeah, that one's really good. But yeah, gives me heartburn afterwards real bad.
But it's worth it.
It's worth it.
I have never tried. I got to be. I'm one of these days. I'm going to try the Boss.
The Boss.
I've never had your meatball sub.
It's actually the Boss would be the meatball, pepperoni, and mozzarella, I believe.
Yeah.
The fresh mozzarella. Yeah, that's really good.
It looks good.
Yeah,
and so I'm like, you know what? I'm going to try that one of these days, because I've never had a sandwich, a meatball sandwich there.
Well, about 4 or 5 years ago, I actually submitted a sandwich because they were doing something where we could submit sandwiches that we thought would be good ones. So I submitted the spicy Italian, the meatball, and the BLT all on one sandwich.
Oh my!
and called it the Heart Attack.
Yeah, well, that's about what it would be. It sounds like.
I got a reply back from Subway that we're leaning the other direction towards healthiness.
Yeah. They were polite, but direct.
Polite, but yeah. But now they come out with the Boss, which is the meatball and the pepperoni.
Yeah.
It's just missing the salami and the bacon.
Yeah, there you
I'm
go.
like, so they kind of stole my sandwich.
They kind of did.
Oh boy!
Now with this Boss, I guess one of the things that I think about with the meatball sandwich is keeping the meatballs in the sandwich when you're eating them. Are those sliced or are they the full?
They're full meatballs.
Okay. There's a commercial actually going on with Subway right now where I can't remember who's eating it, but the Kansas City quarterback.
Oh, Mahomes?
Mahomes, and he's
Okay.
eating it, and the meatball falls out.
Ah.
Yeah.
It happened.
And Charles catches it, I think.
Oh. I don't think I've seen that one.
I don't get to see much TV. I'm always on the road.
But but they're not sliced. They're just the full.
Yeah. And sometimes they do roll out, but most of the time you can keep them in your sandwich.
Yeah.
I like to go back old school when I do that sandwich and use the U-gouge. where originally where we cut the center out and the top part you set on, it actually holds the meatballs in there a lot better.
Oh, there you go.
But 99% of the employees have no clue about the U-gouge.
Yeah, and I didn't remember the description, but I remember the way the sandwiches were made because it held the contents a little lower in the bun, in the bread.
Yep.
Yeah, you could do that.
Yeah.
So, but most employees, you'd say, do the U-gouge. They wouldn't know.
They'd look at you like, what?
Are we going to get into a fight or what?
Are you on wrong meds?
Yes. What, you've taken all your pills today? Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's just, I mean, the number of different things you can eat at Subway is outstanding, but mostly it's all about the freshness.
Right.
And seeing it made right in front of you.
Right. And we slice all our vegetables every morning. And then we do our meat prep right after we do that and get everything going for the day. So, yeah, it's kind of a long process, but
yeah,
we're always busy when we're working.
Yeah, when there's not people in the store, you're prepping for when they come in, right?
Yeah. Or baking bread and having it fresh in there. Like I had people yesterday coming in and go, oh, it smells so great in here. Yeah, well, I'll go with that. And he's like, well, at least it smells better than place across the street. But yeah. I'm like, yeah, I can agree with that one.
Well, there's no frying going on.
Right.
Right. And that's again what the freshness part of it we're talking about. For folks out there, again, let's go over the hours real quick.
We are open 8 a.m. Monday through Friday, 8 till 10 p.m. And on Saturday and Sunday we are open 9 a.m. to 10 p.m.
All right. And real quick, Brent, you like it when your daughters help you order ahead, but you have the app.
I do, and I now know how to do it myself.
Yeah. And it works good.
It works great. Yeah, you can order ahead, and they make your sandwich, and then you just walk in, grab it, and out the door you go.
Yeah, I'm actually working at this store now 3 days a week, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. I'm really pushing the app to all the customers. A lot of people I've found out that didn't know that if they had the app, that when they come in, before you pay, you scan your phone so you get those tokens. So you want to make sure if you do have the app and you come in to order a sandwich, you have the app out and ready to go so you can get your tokens and use your coupons in there.
Yeah, save some money.
Yeah.
All right, man.
It all comes out of corporate's pocket anyways.
That's where it should come from.
Yeah.
As far as most of us are concerned.
Right, yeah. Not out of us franchisees, so that's kind of nice.
Yeah, very much so. All right. Anything that we didn't talk about that you wanted to mention?
We are hiring. Come in and see us today.
Okay.
I'll be here till about 3:30, so.
All right. Come talk about a job.
Yeah.
All right, Matt. It's good to see you.
Good to see you guys.
It's good to see you too, Brent.
Always great to see you, Dave.
I can't wait till tomorrow. It'll be fun. 9:42. So long, everybody.